Hello everyone, welcome to all of you in my English channel Elite English Club, and today I brought poem Animals from class 10th. So let's start. This is a poem written by Walt Whitman, whose period is 1892. He is a major figure in early American poetry. He broke the tradition of rhymed and metrical poetry. He was famous for writing a revolutionary new kind of poetry which was in free verse. The poem Animals is from his work Song of Myself in Leaves of Grass collection. Now we will see the introduction of the poem. Walt Whitman has shown the comparison between human beings and animals in his poem. He has pointed out the evils present inside the human brain, which he thinks animals do not have. That is why he thinks that animals are much better than human beings. In the poem Animals, the poet has described his will to become an animal because he thinks animals are far better than human beings. Human beings are greedy and full of jealousy against each other, but animals are calm and self-contained. The animals are happy with what they have. They never complain about miseries and sorrows. On the other hand, human beings complain about their miseries. They give more importance to the rich and strong people, stay restless because of their wrongdoings, and run behind the luxurious things of this world. Whereas animals are honest about their relations and do not give importance to a particular class, they live a life which is full of honesty and less of greed and jealousy. Now we will see line by line explanation of the poem. So in stanza 1, poet says, I think I could turn and I live with animals. They are so blessed and self-contained. I stand and look at them long and long. Here the poet says that he wants to live in the world of animals. Here he can say that the poet finds the world of animals better than that of human beings. He further says that he finds animals more peaceful than humans. He says so because animals are not running after worldly things like human beings. They are calm and have no greed for worldly things or any kind of achievements. They are self-contained, means they are happy with life and never interfere in the life of others. Humans have the habit of interfering in the lives of others. So poets think that animals are better than humans for being calm and not interfering in the matters of others. The poet further says that these are the reasons why he stands still and looks at the animal for a very long time. Now in stanza 2, poet says, they do not sweat and whine about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owing things. Here sweat means complaint, whine means cry, sin means wrongdoing, and demented is disturbed. So poet says that unlike humans, animals do not complain of any misery. They never cry out aloud, like humans do. To show what they have lost, they never stay awake in the night, crying in repentance for their wrongdoings. This means that animals are different from human beings because they do not show anger or grief if something wrong happens with them. He further says that animals are very truthful because they never boast of their good deeds done in the name of God. He says so because most of the human beings doing this, or you can say do this, they try to show their good deeds and religiousness to others. They do so in order to gain popularity among their fellows. So the poet thinks that animals never imitate him by doing such things just to gain some praise from their fellow people. He feels that the animals are not dissatisfied like humans. They stay happy with whatever they have. They never run behind worldly things. They never try to possess things of comfort or luxury. He says that none of them is mad behind owing the world things, or you can say worldly things. So now we will see the stanza 3. Here in the stanza 3, poet says, not one kneel to another, nor to this, or nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. So they show their relations to me, and I accept them. They bring me tokens of myself. They evince them plainly in their possession. Here kneel means go down, evince reveal something, possession, ownership, and token, here it is taken as a quality. So the poet says here that he has never seen any animal showing his devotion to anyone by bowing down in front of the person. They never do so even for their ancestors, meaning thereby animals never bow down before anyone, either they are their ancestors or they are whatever. They do not show devotion towards God like humans do. No one among them is more respectable or important as we have in human society. In the human life, rich people are generally given more importance and treated with more respect as compared to the poor. But in the society of animals, they never do so. They never give more or less importance to any other animal. Everyone in the animal world is happy. They are not like human beings who find themselves the happiest or the saddest person on earth. Further, the poet says that animals are more honest in showing their relations with other animals. Hence, here he wants to say that animals use other animals as their food and they never try to hide this, whereas human beings show that they have nice and friendly relations with others, though the reality is opposite. The poet says that he accepts the fact that animals are true towards showing their relations with other animals. Now we will see the last stanza. I wonder, here poet says, I wonder where they get those tokens. Did I pass that wave use timely ago and negligently drop them? Poet is asking himself here now in the last stanza. So even he introspects himself and says that from where the animals got those good qualities. He further questions himself that where his own good qualities are gone. Did he left them or had carelessly lost them somewhere? The qualities that were loved in human beings in the past, like innocence, kindness, truthfulness, are now seen in animals. He wonders that humans gave up these qualities and they have been passed on to the animals. So, this was the message of the poet. Now we will see literary device. In literary device, in the first assonance is there where I sound is repeatedly. So here is assonance, repetition of the long word. So repetition is here. Anaphora, I word used at the starting of the two consecutive lines, use of repeated words at the beginning of two or more consecutive lines, like they do not, they do not. So this is called here anaphora. Metaphor. Sweat and wine refers to the cries and complaint of human being, and the inner qualities of humans are referred to as tokens. So metaphor is that which is there, the real meaning is hidden over there. So sweat and wine, they're the cry of humans and complaints, and the token, that is quality. So I hope you got the poem and you liked it very much. So do not forget in comment box. Keep watching, keep learning, take care.